Well, welcome back to Channel 1. I'm back on another room heater here. This is a 1500 watt RedStone heater from Tractor Supply. And I had worked on one of these a couple of months ago, so I got a pretty good idea on where to start. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we have is when you turn the power on in this particular unit, the power light comes on, but you get nothing in the front. So I got a pretty good idea what's going on with this, so let's go ahead and open it up. First things first is always unplug it before you get into things like this. So we need to get into the back of the unit. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this back plate. Now, one of the things I've discovered on these RedStone portable heaters is the thermal cutouts are not automatic, they're manual. So there's a little button that you have to push in the center of the thermo switch. So I'm going to try to get a shot of it here for you. And right in the back there, you can see a red wire and a black wire, and in between them you can see a little round white button. We're going to need to push that in because I'm guessing that the unit overheated and it's kicked it out. So I'm going to need to go in there and try to push that button. Okay. So you may not have heard it, but it just kind of reset. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out. There's nothing in here that's going to hurt me as long as I don't put my hands in there. Just keep your hands away so we can plug it in. So now if I plug this in, turn it on. Okay, that beep just told us already that it's going to work. We have a power button here. And there we go, it's turning on. Alright, now that's not telling us that it's fixed. That tripped for a reason. Okay, so it could be that the fan didn't get turned on for one reason or the other. Maybe there was a towel over this and it overheated, so it kicked out for a reason. So that's what we need to kind of find out. So it seems to be working. It's blowing out a lot of air right now, so it's probably what had happened is they had something over the top of this and it heated up and kicked out. That's simple. On these RedStone heaters, there's not a lot to them. So I would check that first before you go any further. Seems to be running fine. It's been running for about a half an hour. It's not much of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and put the back on, and I'll check with the client and find out if maybe something had been actually sitting on top of it. It doesn't take much for that thermo switch to kick out. There it is. So hopefully you got a good shot. You can see what I reset on there, the thermo switch. Don't ever bypass that thermo switch. That's there for a reason. So make sure that you reset it if it's resettable. All these RedStones they have a reset on the thermo switch. Getting to it, that's the other problem. Just a long screwdriver like I showed you, you should be fine. So. All right, well, there it is. I was thinking it might have been something a little bit different, like the main board or something like that, but didn't cost anything to repair. So I'll give this back to the client, let them test it out, and then if we have another problem with it, we'll revisit it then. So thanks an awful lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.